Senegal come from behind as well to beat Sudan 3-1. The Lions of Teranga becoming the first team from today to move into the quarterfinals thanks to a brace from Pape Gueye and a third from Ibrahim Mbaye. Senegal get the win they were expected to get. It wasn't a comfortable one, though, at first, neither for them. They were surprised when Sudan opened the score with a cracking goal in, what was the 6th minute. I mean, did we see that one coming? No, we didn't see that one coming either.
We're all surprised by Sudan's goal. That was a complete banger from Aamir Ibrahim. But afterwards, Senegal has the mentality to keep the composure, to continue to carry on despite they were led by Sudan, which was a major upset, but for only half an hour. And when they equalized, I felt that nothing could happen to this team. It's a little bit like PSG since they've won the Champions League. You see some games this season in the UEFA Champions League, even if they are led, we know that they will come back.
And it builds this force within. Let's take a listen to Pape Gueye after the game, just to take a listen to what he had to say, his impression of course, after that brace that he scored today. Here he is.
That goal by Sudan really hurt, especially because I was at fault for it. But when I looked at everyone's faces, I saw serenity. We showed in the match against Congo that we were capable of coming back from behind. That's what we did tonight, so we're very happy.
Ce soir, c'est ce qu'on fait. Donc voilà, on est très content.
I mean, happy with the performance. Of course, they had to do change in their sides. Kalidou Koulibaly was sent off in the last game. He had to skip it this time around. That couldn't really be felt on. I mean, of course, there were the Sudan who got that early goal. But, I mean, Senegal were unmoved really by that. They managed to make it through. 3-1. Huge score.
I think that's when the attack came in and stepped up to where there was a deficit in defense, because I think that's how the first goal was conceded. Defense was a little bit dumbfounded, trying to find their feet, because they lost the marshal of defense, the leader of the group, the captain. And so this is the brains of defense. And so he's out. Where does the solidity come from? And so that's where they were found wanting, but also a shout out to Sadio Mané, because the way that he provided and became the brains of the game, providing the goals, reigniting the game, and that's when they came back into the game, and it was incredible to watch.
Yeah. And you mentioned Sadio Mané. Just a word here. Sadio Mané has become the man with the most assists at the Africa Cup of Nations after tonight. So 2 assists from tonight. He sets up Gueye, of course, and Mbaye in the first and third goals. That makes 9 assists at the tournaments over the years, taking over from Yaya Toure. That record.
That's a landmark.
Since 2006, just to tell you. I mean, we've seen, we haven't seen him. I think he's scored 1 goal, hasn't he, so far, Sadio Mané? But he's very much there, setting up his players. And even if he isn't scoring, huge part of the team, and shows Senegal going forwards. I mean, how are they going to? It's looking good for them as well.
Yeah.
I mean, and they know who they're going to be facing next.
Yeah.
I mean, they're one of the favourites coming into this, and we can confirm that they still are.
Yeah. To go straight to the points, Senegal has 2 teams, because when we look at the squad, and even today's coaching by Pape Gueye, when he put it to the pitch, Ibrahim Mbaye from PSG, he scored. When he put Hadj Malik Diouf, he delivered an assist. And that was the case each and every time. We talked about Kalidou Koulibaly's absence, but there was Abdoulaye Seck. He scored the previous game. So that's why in this squad, there is so much quality inside that I don't see how Mali could win against Senegal in the quarterfinal. But who knows what can happen in Tangiers in the short time. And to come back on the mentality, we listened to Pape Gueye. He scored 2 goals tonight. And he helped Senegal to come from behind versus the Democratic Republic of Congo in the famous game in the Stade des Martyrs back in October. And that's thanks to that, they qualified for the World Cup. So each time they need to overcome a situation, Pape Gueye is there, and he was there tonight. So kudos to Pape Gueye, kudos to Sadio Mané. I was a bit skeptical about his shape before the competition when I attended Senegal's games in November. But now I was more reassured, and with his role as a number 10, it was brilliant, and the second assist from the midfield was even more brilliant. So